Now North get the ball back. They've been conceding big scores, North. So getting the defence set might be first and foremost in their mind right now. Finlayson the flick to Gray, delightful. Georgiades the finish. Brilliant. The bullfighter move lifts it over the head of a couple. And now Powell-Pepper, their dusty light, if you like. He likes to crash through them. Sam Powell-Pepper heads toward Marshall, and he's in a sensational form at the moment.
Walker still has to engage, playing from side on or even allow him to slip in front.
He's the second most accurate kick in the AFL this year of all players with 18 shots or more, Todd Marshall.
Other than just win-loss.
Turnover, that is not a good way of measuring. So 0-4 last week for Miss Georgiades.
Good kick.
2 straight this week so far. Aaliyah gets there. Kind of wins it with a fist because he gains 30 with it. Burne-Jones the toe poke. Anderson took him to ground. That's best and fairest All-Australian from a couple of seasons ago. Skip steps. That looked pretty good off the boot. And can't get it any better than that.
Situation where he's the relief ruckman. He goes around and just bodies, and then he gets pressure at ground level.
So Wines marks the kick in and hits Marshall in the pocket. And as I mentioned, he's the second best sharpshooter in the comp. This 4 goals in a row for Port, and Marshall has 2.
He did get a bobble. He never really totally secured that ball.
Oh, you're being very generous, Derm.
Unbelievably generous.
Had a hard time of it early in this game, North. Gray towards Wines, front spot. Position 8. Dermot, speaking from experience, don't put a loose stopper on your Wines. And he threads it. 6 goals to 1. Houston pulls the kick to the pocket and nicely delivered to Butters.
He's game, isn't he? He's brave, this little fella. Yeah, I was worried for Butters' leg then. You put your leg in like that when you mentioned the toe poke.
To the pocket, by the way, to Finlayson, who is another sharp shooter.
And just dropped off again.
Yeah,
I know it's only
to.
60, 90 seconds of it. Can happen.
Dropped by Port after round 2 this year. That is a beautiful goal for goal 100 for Jeremy Finlayson. Couldn't get completely free. Fed it wide towards McDonald. 3 Port Adelaide players out there. Burne-Jones, Gray, Finlayson. Just when you thought North were about to run it forward in space, Finlayson to shoot at the other end. Work of art from Finlayson. Oh boy, that hurts. You do all the hard work and then you hand it on a platter. And he makes him pay full price. End of it. Finlayson, Hayden did well. Feeds the handball back to Scott. Brilliant. Although they're not quite out yet. Finlayson gets it back. Back to Drew. Georgiades in space over the back. That was bizarre and nearly moved off his line. He took that netball step.
Yeah, that ball is. You may as well run and get forward and get dangerous.
Kicks his 3rd and Port out to the biggest margin of the game.
Get out of it. Scrapper.
Absolutely.
2 rucks go at it again. Butters pounced on it. Conorosi, centre. Marshall, he's okay. Wow. A 5-goal game early this season in the showdown, and he slips that through for his 3rd.
Yeah.
For those who don't know what Dermot's talking about, you can Google Max Walker's delivery strike.
Or non-delivery strike, yeah.
Steve Motlop bends it, and he's always got one in him.
He is very good at those kicks, isn't he? That banana kick while in play.
On it, Aaliyah. read his mind and read it through the air. Farrell. Amon.
So that's the add-on of a key forward. Dal, you asked, decision-making.
Yes.
He was never going to get the distance. He had to make a decision. Whether it's a bounce, an extra bounce for him, take the pressure, or whether it's dishing off, that's decision-making.
Georgiades inside, winds, fake to go.
Because you have to assume that every forward thrust is coming through you, so you've got to make so many different decisions.
Marshall.
Got good hang time, hasn't he? I mean, that's just a simple mark. We'll probably put it down as a...
Floats it over the top as what a Gray unselfishly. And Gray over the top. Dersma, too easy. 50-point margin all of a sudden.
And that just ultimately is just far too easy at this level.
Up to the pocket. Will Finlayson get there? Can it off the head of Walker. Scott caught, manufactured a kick. Anderson. Port swarming at the moment. Players everywhere. Feed out from Gray. Got it to Rosie. Hands it to Amon. Centering kick. Top of the goal square. Farrell's down there. Almost landed in his lap. He gets it regardless. And there's that hook kick. Brilliant.
Going well. They're starting to get really good footy under their belt again and doing the things the right way. This is getting to be real.
Motlop dropped in the marking contest. And he got the count as well. So he walks in on 6. Squeezed it in by a coat of paint and the margin out beyond 60s. Gray, Hayes bangs it. Marshall engages with Walker. Unkind bounce. Marshall swoops, gave it to Motlop. Fake, unselfishly, gave it up. They're hot at the moment, Port. 4 wins in a row it'll be now. Happy to get on the plane home with this 10-goal win. Port Adelaide, it'll nudge out. Advantage paid, Motlop takes off. He's got a few targets and Dersma called into it by Robbie Gray at GMHBA Stadium next week for Port Adelaide as they search for what would be a 5th win in a row. Margin out to 69 points.